can't stand it. Hello, my exceptional friends, and welcome to another edition of the Nintendo News Roundup. You're so good, and I hope you're having such a good day. Let's look at the news. This is future Arlo interjecting here at the beginning to acknowledge the existence of the Pokémon Presents presentation, which aired after I did the whole rest of this video. Here I am acknowledging it. I actually have a whole video coming up about everything in that, so I'm not going to say all the things, but it was really cool. Revealed some new mechanics. You got the terrestrial installation mechanic and all sorts of stuff, but that video's coming up. There you go. Back to you, previously recorded Arlo. Let's start things off with an excellent observation by equally excellent Twitter account Super Mario Broth. Super Mario World is now 1 billion seconds old. Wow. Just wow. Mario Strikers Battle League has added 2 new characters via DLC. We've got Shy Guy and Daisy. I'm really genuinely not trying to toot my own horn here. I mean, like, I thought Daisy was a given. I know a lot of people were upset that she wasn't included. It seemed totally obvious that, like, yeah, they're gonna give you Daisy. They just want to make it a thing, you know, make it a big, like, oh, you added Daisy. So that's cool. And then Shy Guy, that's excellent, because Shy Guy is one of my absolute favorites. And this is the best part. One of the little animations is a callback to Paper Mario. When he's floating with the balloons, they got the same color as in Paper Mario. I like that because I like Paper Mario. And I like Shy Guy. It's a great combination. I mean, like, even on top of it just being a Paper Mario reference, which I love, I just can't get over how awesome, like, Next Level Games and just so much little care and these little details they put into this stuff. I love it. It's so cool. Moving on. Nintendo has announced the next wave of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. We got a whole new collection gathering of tracks. That is including the very famous Waluigi pinball. Excellent. Love the song. Interestingly enough, though, this pack has a new track, like, just like a brand new one, and I'm like, that's really weird. I didn't think they were gonna put any new ones, but apparently this track is also coming to tour later, which, you know, makes me think they were kind of just developed at the same time or something, like it was always planned for tour, but whatever, that's cool. It's a new track. Not expected. It's called Sky High Sunday, which is very, very in line with Mario in general, isn't it? Switch sports spoilers, if that's a thing that you care about, turn it off now. Apparently Nintendo made the strangely common mistake of just kind of like putting everything into an update, like even secret stuff that's not supposed to go out yet. So data miners have just like figured out pretty much all of the remaining costumes that are gonna get added, or at least like the next batch that are gonna get added to Switch Sports. So there you go, just a whole bunch of costumes. If you want to look at those, look at those. So Hosiden Corp does a lot of Switch manufacturing for Nintendo. Approximately half of their earnings are just from the Switch and Nintendo. The company recently lowered their sales forecast pretty dramatically, and they cited supply issues. So that is reason to believe that, you know, that means that we are still having supply issues for the Switch. And if that's true, then of course that is unfortunate, you know, that's gonna impact the sales of the Switch. And it's also kind of sad because, like, it seems like everyone else is getting back on track. Like right around this time, you know, Valve is like, hey, we got more Steam Decks going out. Things are really, really going, you know, PlayStation, like, yeah, we're gonna get more PS5s out there. And now, like, it would be unfortunate if all of them get rolling again and then the Switch has problems, but we'll just have to wait and see how that all pans out. So Nintendo has been doing this, like, Nintendo magazine, but they've only been doing it in Japan. I really don't know why. I mean, maybe your magazine's not as popular over here or something. No idea, but they just did their summer issue, and for the first time, they've actually translated excerpts from it, so you can actually, like, go online and see a whole bunch of the pages, and there's a whole bunch of fun stuff, and yeah, it's really cute. Nintendo Live is an in-person convention that I always just forget is a thing. You know, it only happens in Japan. The last time Nintendo did one was 2019. Well, this year they are doing another one for the first time since then. There'll be all sorts of games and stuff there, but mainly at this particular Nintendo Live, they will be holding the very, very first Splatoon 3 tournament, so that's cool, as well as some sort of Splatoon concert. Awesome. I am mad jelly of anyone who gets to be there, but, you know, probably not gonna be heading to Tokyo this year. Maybe next year. Speaking of Splatoon and things that are only in Japan, apparently Nintendo had a Splatoon kind of a quiz, and they let people, like, you know, get in on it on their phones and answer the questions and stuff. But it seems that Nintendo got one of their own answers wrong. One question was, which piece of gear decorates the back of the headgear shop? The correct answer is the Senyu Bonbon Beanie, but the quiz listed the correct answer as the Sporty Bobble Hat, and the correct answer was not present at all. Wasn't even one of the options. Everybody was like, hey, what the heck? And Nintendo was instantly like, oops, sorry, we'll fix that and get back to you. Pretty funny. It has been a long time coming. It has been a really long time coming. I'm not 100% sure what took so long, but we're finally getting Minecraft Amiibo, the Steve and Alex Amiibo. It has been announced that they will be coming on September the 9th. Finally. I just can't wait for these Minecraft Amiibo to not do anything in the actual Minecraft game. Here's some more merch news, though unfortunately this is another Japan-only one. They get the craziest Pokemon plushies. There must just be a much bigger market for them there or something, but it's the Pokemon plushies. They get these crazy ones. They're so big. This one, Inteleon, it's 4 feet tall. It is 4 feet tall and fully posable. So here you see a bunch of images. It's creepy. It's creepy. It's just like, I don't know. Just like a little guy, and he's just like there in your apartment. Pose him, put him on a chair. I don't know, something about that. I don't know. I guess it's a look on his face. It is pretty creepy, isn't it? Speaking of Pokemon, the Pokemon Company is holding a TCG online illustration exhibition. Basically just like showing off a bunch of the art from Pokemon cards, which is awesome because, like, my gosh, there's so much amazing art. Like, I haven't been into Pokemon TCG, like, seriously for, let me look at my watch, 20 years or something. But, like, gosh, every time I find myself looking at cards, there's just so much cool art on them. And so it's really cool. They just want to, like, give a little spotlight, a little exhibition to all the different art. It's going to be online between August 10th and October 22nd. Not 100% sure why it's a limited time thing. I mean, it's the internet. We're talking about pictures on the internet. It's not really like a thing you gotta, I don't really know. Whatever, that's cool. 3, count them, 3 new titles have been added to Nintendo Switch Online. What titles do we have here? We have Fighter's History. I've never heard of it. Diva Story 6 Imperial of Nerstarcia. Wow, that is a mouthful. Were the first 5 games? Were there any after that? I don't know. And Kirby's Avalanche, which is a little bit more familiar. I've never actually heard of it. I didn't know. I mean, like, I shouldn't be surprised. Every single IP got like a falling block puzzle game back then. All of them. Every Nintendo character. I'm surprised there wasn't a Metroid one. And this one is Kirby's. So there you go. Speaking of Kirby, Nintendo has been putting out these little like Kirby animated shorts, which are based on books that apparently exist. I don't know why they're not in my hands right now, but it's like these little story time things. So, and the latest one was It's Kirby Time, Sweet Dreams Kirby. And the art is adorable. The whole thing is very, very adorable. And more, give me more. Give me the books. Where are the books? Why am I not holding the books right now? Here's a fun one. This kind of came out of nowhere. Steam has updated to now allow you to play Steam games using retro Switch controllers, like the ones that, you know, are specifically made for NSO, the N64 one, the Super NES one, the Sega one, that kind of stuff. Yeah, apparently now you can use them to play Steam games. Yeah. There you go. Speaking of using old stuff, I guess, or something, that was a heck of a segue. Marvelous. Nintendo has put out an official statement telling you to stop using weird old Wi-Fi related stuff for the DS and the Wii. See, okay, pull up a chair. Most of you probably are not old enough to remember this, but back in my day, you know, they gave us the Wii and the 3DS and the DS, and they were wireless, but not everybody had wireless internet at the time. Like Wi-Fi, that wasn't like, we didn't all have that. Not everybody had a router, and so we had these little thingies that would like make something into a wireless signal. It was a whole thing, but Nintendo's like, yeah, you guys gotta stop. If you still got a Wi-Fi USB connector or a network adapter, don't use those because the security issues and all that stuff. And it's funny because they just pick random times to just give us these like these PSAs about old products. Just so, I don't know, it's just this exact day, 2022, they said, hey, you still using it? I bet it's someone at the office was just like, whoa, oh my gosh, do you remember those? Oh no, we gotta tell people to stop using those. And finally, as I often like to do, let's close things out with some cool Breath of the Wild mod stuff. A modder by the name of Kirby Mimi has been developing a split screen mod for Breath of the Wild, for split screen 2-player. And in this video here, shown off by the always excellent Waikuteru, you can see 2 links, and it just kind of works. You know, like, it's not, obviously it's not perfect, the game isn't designed to be this way, but like, it works so much better than I would expect. And I gotta tell you, seeing 2 links running around, it just works. Like, my gosh, I want to see this. I want this to be a real thing. I want Nintendo to incorporate something like this. I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to be split screen, but just like, I don't know. And I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls, so just the idea of like the adventure game, but then like, look, you can have multiple people and you're going around and you're fighting things together. It's just so cool. It's such a cool idea. I don't know, like something about seeing this video, it's just like, it's kind of magical. Just seeing it just kind of work, you know what I mean? So that's it. That's it for this edition of the Nintendo News Roundup. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said at the beginning, you're just so wonderful, and I just really hope you're having a good day, and keep having a good day. You're awesome. See you later. Bye.